Aloha, this is Dave Lawrence, and I hope you're having a great day. Today, we are getting a chance to speak with Hawaii's #1 selling contemporary recording and touring act. He is not only achieving historic response all over the world as a virtual ambassador of sorts for the islands, but he's becoming an everyday example for how to give back to the community. His Kokua Hawaii Foundation and Kokua Festival have helped thousands of local kids through their education and school programs. And we'll hear about that admirable side of his career and much more. It's a pleasure to welcome the headliner of this weekend's Kokua Festival, happening at the Waikiki Shell Friday and Saturday night with Ziggy Marley, Taj Mahal, Jake Shimabukuro, and others at the Waikiki Shell for 2 great nights of helping out the community. It is Hawaii's own Jack Johnson. Aloha and mahalo, Jack.
Hey, aloha.
Thanks for taking some time for me. I appreciate it.
No worries.
What led you to the very first Kokua Festival and the Kokua Hawaii Foundation?
Well, the combination of a few things. I've been playing a lot of shows, and as soon as I could kind of fill a room with people, I started getting asked to do these fundraisers by groups like Surfrider Foundation, Heal the Ocean, and different groups like that, these nonprofit groups, and it was really rewarding to do, and I learned that right off the bat. And then we got invited at some point to play at this event that Neil Young and his family put on called the Bridge School Benefit.
Right.
And it's a great fundraiser for kids with learning disabilities in the San Francisco Bay Area. And that was really pretty neat to be part of and to watch how the whole family was a part of it. My wife has a background in education. She was a teacher for years. And so I think she was always really supportive of my music, being able to be a tool to raise funds for education. And so that all kind of came together to, once we realized that we could actually get a lot of people together in Hawaii, we thought it would be nice. I figured half the crowd was going to be my friends, so I felt funny keeping the money. So I thought we might as well put it back in the community, and so we did the first festival.
And can you describe some of the ways that you have put the Kokua funds to use in the community? Sure.
Yeah, it goes mostly to the schools, and we started out with a recycling program in one school. It was my old school, Sunset Beach Elementary, and gosh, I'm the worst with all the stats, but now I think it's in 40-something schools now, the 3Rs program. And then we start up other ones like the Aina in Schools, which is an acronym for Actively Integrating Nutrition and Agriculture in Schools. And so that one, it has different elements to it, but we get gardens going in the schools, and we have nutrition lessons for the kids. They also do field trips to farms so they can learn about where their food comes from, try to make that connection at an early age that, vegetables actually come from the earth, not from the supermarket, that kind of a thing.
Is the program only here in Hawaii, Jack?
Yeah, the Kokua Hawaii Foundation just operates in Hawaii, and a couple other things is just that, because those are mostly on Oahu, but the things we can do outer island as well as field trip assistance, so we pay for field trips to certain sites around the islands for the kids, so the teachers can apply for a grant, and they also have many grants they can apply for in-class projects that they do, and there's a bunch of stuff. The Kokua Hawaii website, I guess it would be kokuahawaiifoundation.org, is really good to check out all the different programs. But that's all in Hawaii, and it's something that we did once we started touring. After doing the first couple Kokua festivals, it was so rewarding to be doing that, and then to go out and just tour on a normal way again just felt a little strange. So, it's something we implemented into all of our touring. So we make all of our shows fundraisers now, actually, for the communities that we're going to and the different nonprofit groups in those communities.
That's outstanding. And certainly as a resident here for the last 8 years, I really admire what you do. And as an internationally successful recording artist, in what ways are you also an ambassador of Hawaii? What are people you meet most curious about as far as the islands?
I get a lot of people ask me what bands they should listen to, because it's part of the United States in a way, and then it's so physically disconnected, and people don't always get a chance to hear Hawaiian music where they're from, and so I feel really lucky to get to turn them on to a lot of my different friends' music and just different heroes I have here, just whether it's the Pahinui family or if it's people that are younger generation like Paula Fuga or John Cruz. So I feel lucky to get to turn people on to a lot of the Hawaiian music. You know, it's a neat thing, and I get to bring people out on the road with me. My friend's band Kaukahi joined us in Japan a few years back, and it was just great to hear the crowd go so crazy for real traditional Hawaiian music. And then to bring Paula Fuga, we've brought her around to quite a few places now, and every night when she comes out and people hear her voice, it just to see that crowd reaction every night is pretty great, pretty exciting.
Yeah, bringing the music certainly is, I can imagine, very rewarding for you. In terms of your international success, it really is something maybe people here may not be as aware of it. I was in London a few years ago, Led Zeppelin reunited. I was fortunate to go, and they were just putting your show on sale for that coming summer. I think it was either Hyde Park or Finsbury Park, but it was just the scale of it was so enormous. And what do you attribute to, if you can at all, to what has made you such a interesting phenomenon?
You know, I try not to figure it out. I figure if I figure it out, it might go away. One of those things. No, I mean, I believe in the songs and I write them, but once you go past that, it just has so much to do with luck. You know, it's always hard to tell what it is that's starting that snowball, and it just kind of grows. And it's not everywhere. You know, if you go someplace, it's funny how it is, because you'll go one place and play a smoky little club. I travel to another spot and play in front of 40,000 people at an outside venue, and it's pretty neat to see how different it is in different cultures and different places. And I think some places we go, whether it's, you know, here in Hawaii or Australia, say in Brazil, where the acoustic guitar really is part of that culture, it's like people are supporting it as they would something else from that area. But then you go other spots, and it almost feels like we represent summertime for a place like Germany or somewhere like that, you know, where it's we come through and it almost feels like it's people's break from their reality. And so at times I feel like it serves in two different ways.
That is a great answer to the question. You said a lot in there. I'm impressed. We're in the midst of doing our Challenge 2010 Spring Fundraiser here, Jack, and you're a unique guy. I talk to a lot of music people in my job at Hawaii Public Radio, but you're someone who is from the islands here and no doubt can appreciate what we're up to. Is there any way that, you know, just in thinking about it, a reason or reasons you think that people listening should support Hawaii Public Radio and public radio fundraising?
Yeah, I think it's great. I've supported it in the past during some of the drives, and it's, you know, it's one of those things where you get such quality programming because it's not based on what's going to sell the most soda pop or anything like that. And so it's really important to have it. It's really important to keep it alive, to keep that great source of news and information and great music out there.
Well, we appreciate your support. And would it be imposing at all too much to request a brief in-person interview when you're on the island during Kokua?
If schedule permits, I'd love to do it. It's a little tricky right around then. I'm here right now in Hawaii, and I'll be here till the festival. We're kind of in overdrive mode. I'm planning the festival, so getting in there might be a little tricky right now.
Well, I understand that, but if anything was available during the actual weekend, it would be great to just get 10 minutes of time with you for the station. We would really appreciate your support.
Yeah, let's see if we can, if it works out. Who were you in touch with for this interview? Was it through Shelby?
I went through Brittany, but I would get in touch with whomever and make it really quick. But it would mean a lot to us, just because you're really the ambassador of Hawaii today in a lot of ways.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a very big compliment. And but yeah, stay in touch with Brittany on that and see if we can fit it into the schedule. I know it gets pretty ramped up right then.
I will definitely.
Oh yeah, we love that.
I appreciate it, Jack. I hope it wasn't too much of a hassle to talk to me, and I will stay in touch with Brittany. And I mean what I said. You do great things. I really admire what you're doing. I'd love to just pick your brain just briefly someday.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Dave. Right on, man.
Be safe, Jack. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully.
Talk to you real soon.
Aloha.
Aloha. This is Jack Johnson, and this is the only show that matters with my good friend, Dave Lawrence.